Hi guys, we'll be doing 3.6, calculating higher order derivatives. So basically you're just finding derivative of a derivative, and I will show you when we get into it. But these are the notations for all depending on which derivative you're on. So if you're on anything 4 or higher, you just put the number of derivative where it is. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to be going into our first choice, and this is our first derivative. So you know how to get a derivative, right? You just multiply the exponent by the front, and you minus 1 from the exponent. So this will be 21x 6. Just like over here, minus 12x2, and for right here, 5. And that'll be it. And then going into our next derivative, so we're basing it off this equation instead of that equation. So this equation is out of the way. So again, 21 times 6. And these numbers are going to get large. But let me get my calculator real quick. And I'll calculate that and be right back. And so I went ahead and just did the second term. But as you can see, these numbers are going to start getting a lot bigger. And yeah. And for 5, since 5 doesn't have a variable, and that when it doesn't have a variable, that means it's 0 because it's constant. So yeah, so 5, and then we can go into another derivative and multiply that by the front, and minus 1 x4. Let me get the number real quick and I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I just went ahead and did the fourth derivative because these numbers are going to get large and I wanted to do it all at the same time. But for our second term, for the third derivative, since it's the 1 up here, 1 minus 1 is 0. And that'll be 24. And x to the power 0, you know that is 1. And since this is a constant, that will be 0, and this will be your derivative. This will be your fourth derivative. And for this one over here, it's just the same concept. You're just finding derivative of a derivative. So 4 times x, a 1/2. Isn't this exciting? So what we're going to do is just multiply the front and then minus 2 over 2, which equals 1, but you know what that is. So it'll be 4 over 2 x minus x to the power of negative 1 over 2, and this will equal 2x squared. So yeah, it's really, really cool how this all works. Hold on. I got it wrong. Your 2 will be down here and your 1 will be up here since it's not a fraction. So it'll be 1 over 2 square root of x. And just right here, you're just finding your derivative of this derivative. So it'll be 1 over 2 times, sorry, my eyes are really itchy right now. But that would just be negative 1 over 2, and you minus 2 over 2, and you're supposed to multiply this by this, so that would be negative 1 times 1 over 2 x3 over 2. So wow, that will be some type of fraction. So it'll be negative 1 over 4, let's say, equal x3 over 2, and your final answer will be, no, I'm thinking this one, the 2, was supposed to stay up here because it's a whole number and it's not a fraction. So I'm thinking it was supposed to be 2 over x squared. Hold on. Yep, it's supposed to be 2 over x squared because 2 is a whole number and it stays at the top. And when you're doing that, that'll be 2 times, finding your second derivative, so get rid of all the information I did because I went out for the wrong one, and that would just be x, and you're multiplying that in the front, that'll be 2 over negative 1 over 2, because you're multiplying this to this. X will be negative 1 over 2 minus 2 over 2, and equals negative x, and that will just be 3 over 2. So this will just look like negative 1 over 2x to the third power. And that'll be your final answer. It'll equal d square y over dx squared. There you go. Bye.